Welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel, where we explore rare and historical coins from around the world. In today's video, we'll take a deep look at the 1980 Denmark 25 or coin, a fascinating piece of Danish currency that has caught the attention of collectors across the globe. We'll explore its history, design, composition, mintage, and most importantly, its rarity and current market value in 2025. Even though this coin may appear common, there are many hidden details that make it worth learning about. To understand the 1980 Denmark 25 or coin, we must first look back at the history of Danish coinage. The Danish monetary system is based on the krone, which is subdivided into 100 ore. The 25 or coin served as one of the smaller denominations used in everyday transactions for decades. In 1980, Denmark was under the reign of Queen Margrethe II, who ascended the throne in 1972. The coins from her reign carry her royal monogram, which is a beautifully designed crown monogram representing the Danish monarchy. During this period, Denmark's coinage was produced by the Royal Danish Mint in Copenhagen. By 1980, Denmark had already moved away from silver coinage for smaller denominations, opting for copper-nickel alloys that were more durable for everyday circulation. The 25 or coin was part of a coin series introduced in the early 1970s that remained in circulation until the denomination was withdrawn in 2008. The 25 or coin became obsolete after 2008 when Denmark officially demonetized all coins under 50 ore, meaning they could no longer be used in daily transactions. However, collectors and historians still appreciate these coins as part of Denmark's rich numismatic heritage. The design of the 1980 Denmark 25 or coin is simple yet elegant, reflecting Danish minimalism and craftsmanship. On the obverse side, the coin features the royal monogram of Queen Margrethe II, topped by a crown. The monogram is surrounded by fine details that highlight the quality of Danish minting. On the reverse side, you will find the denomination, 25 Øre, prominently displayed at the top, along with the name of the country, Denmark, below. In between these inscriptions lies a small heart-shaped mint mark, symbolizing the Royal Danish Mint. The coin's year of issue, 1980, is also inscribed clearly. The 1980 issue is typically marked with B heart suit B, which identifies the mint officials during that period. The heart symbol is an important part of Denmark's coinage tradition, serving as the national mint mark since the 17th century. The technical details of the 1980 25 or coin are as follows: composition, copper-nickel alloy diameter, 23 mm weight, 4.3 grams edge, plain or smooth edge shape, round mint, Royal Danish Mint, Copenhagen. This combination of copper and nickel made the coin resistant to corrosion and gave it a light silver-gray appearance. The 1980 Denmark 25 or coin had a total mintage of over 30 million pieces, which made it a common coin during its time in circulation. These coins were used extensively throughout Denmark for small purchases such as newspapers, candy, and public telephones. Because so many were minted, most of these coins were heavily circulated and show signs of wear. However, uncirculated examples or coins in mint condition are less common and tend to attract collectors who specialize in Scandinavian coins. Some collectors and online listings mention a no mint mark version of the 1980 Denmark 25 or coin. In reality, all official coins from this year were produced with the heart mint mark of the Royal Danish Mint. If a coin appears to have no mint mark, it is usually the result of die wear, weak striking, or damage that caused the heart symbol to fade. True no mint mark varieties for this coin are not officially recognized, so they do not generally command any premium unless a verified mint error is confirmed. When assessing the rarity of the 1980 25 or coin, we must consider both mintage and survival rate. Although the mintage figure is high, many of these coins were withdrawn from circulation and melted down after 2008. This means that while it is not rare, finding one in perfect uncirculated condition can be slightly more challenging today. Collectors are primarily drawn to the coin because it represents the early years of Queen Margrethe II's reign and because it belongs to a denomination that no longer exists. The heart mint mark adds an element of charm and authenticity that appeals to numismatists around the world. However, compared to rare silver coins, low mintage commemoratives, or coins with minting errors, the 1980 25 or remains a modestly valued collectible. Its worth lies more in its historical and educational significance than in monetary value. Now let's discuss the current market value of the 1980 Denmark 25 or coin as of 2025. Because it is a base metal coin with a large mintage, its value largely depends on its condition and appeal to collectors. Circulated condition. In worn condition, the coin typically sells for around 20 to 50 cents in international markets. These are the coins that were used in daily transactions and show visible signs of handling and wear. Uncirculated or mint condition. A coin that has been preserved in perfect condition, showing no signs of wear, can be worth between 50 cents and $1. Proof or error coins. If you happen to find a coin with an unusual mint error, such as off-center strikes, doubling, or missing elements, it may be worth significantly more to specialized collectors. In general, the coin's value has remained stable over the years. It does not fluctuate dramatically because it lacks precious metal content and is not considered a rare issue. However, it continues to hold sentimental and historical value among collectors of Nordic and European coins. There are several reasons why the 1980 Denmark 25 or coin is not worth a fortune despite its age. First, the high mintage means that millions of examples still exist today. Second, the coin is made of copper nickel rather than silver or gold, so it has no intrinsic metal value. Third, there are no known rare varieties or special editions of this year that significantly increase its worth. Coin collectors value rarity, precious metals, and unique varieties. The 1980 25 or, while attractive and historical, does not meet those criteria. It is a beautiful example of Danish design and a nostalgic reminder of the country's pre-Euro coinage, but it is not a major investment coin. If you own one of these coins or are interested in collecting them, here are a few tips. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints or damage. Store coins in protective holders or coin albums to prevent oxidation. If you find one in excellent condition, consider keeping it rather than spending it, as uncirculated coins retain the most value. Watch for minting errors or proof versions, as they can occasionally surface and may be more valuable than regular circulation coins. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the heart mint mark and lettering to confirm authenticity. The 1980 Denmark 25 or coin may not make you rich, but it represents an important part of Denmark's numismatic history. It reflects the elegance of Scandinavian design, the reign of Queen Margrethe II, and the legacy of the Royal Danish Mint. While its monetary value in 2025 remains modest, typically less than $1, its historical and cultural significance makes it a worthy addition to any world coin collection. Coins like this remind us that not all value is measured in money. Sometimes, it's the history, craftsmanship, and symbolism that make a coin truly special. The 1983 Denmark 25 or coin without mint mark. In this video, we will dive deep into its history, rarity, design, collectability, and most importantly, its current market value in 2025. Whether you are a new collector, an experienced numismatist, or simply someone curious about old European coins, this presentation will give you everything you need to know about this humble yet historically rich coin. The 25 or denomination has long been part of Denmark's monetary system. The term or is the subdivision of the Danish krone, with 100 or making up 1 krone. The 25 or coin had been an everyday piece of Danish currency, representing a small but significant unit of daily transactions for many decades. By 1983, the coin had already gone through several design transitions, reflecting Denmark's blend of tradition and modernization. The coin of that year was issued during the reign of Queen Margrethe II, who ascended the Danish throne in 1972. Her monogram, the crowned letter M, is one of the defining elements of the coin's obverse design. The 1983 issue belongs to the final generation of 25 or coins that were minted with a central hole. This distinctive design, a round hole through the middle, was not only aesthetic but practical, allowing people to easily distinguish it from other coins by touch or when handling multiple denominations. The series continued until 1988, after which Denmark gradually phased out the 25 or coin, finally demonetizing it in 2008. The 1983 Denmark 25 or coin is made of a copper-nickel alloy, a durable metal combination that gave the coin a silver-like color and resistance to corrosion. It weighs approximately 4.3 grams, with a diameter of 23 mm and a smooth edge. The central hole measures about 4 mm across and serves as the coin's visual centerpiece. On the obverse side, the coin displays the crowned monogram of Queen Margrethe II, symbolizing the Danish monarchy and its enduring heritage. Surrounding the monogram is an oak branch motif, representing strength and longevity, both qualities deeply tied to Denmark's national identity. On the reverse side, you will find the denomination, 25 RE, and the country's name, Denmark, both arranged elegantly around the central hole. The lettering is bold yet balanced, creating a simple, functional design that reflects the minimalistic Scandinavian aesthetic. Although most coins from the Royal Danish Mint bear a small heart symbol as the mint mark, some variations of the 1983 coin appear without a visible mint mark, giving rise to what collectors refer to as the 1983 no mint mark version. The Royal Danish Mint produced millions of 25 or coins each year, and 1983 was no exception. The approximate mintage figure for this year was over 30 million pieces, making it one of the more common issues in the series. However, despite the high mintage, finding well-preserved, uncirculated examples today can be a challenge. Many coins were used extensively in circulation, suffering from wear, scratches, and discoloration over the decades. Since the denomination was demonetized in 2008, a large number of coins were melted down or simply discarded, reducing the surviving population of clean, high-grade specimens. At first glance, the 1983 25 or might seem like an ordinary coin. After all, it was a mass-produced base metal issue. However, rarity in the numismatic world is not just about how many were made, but how many still exist today in top condition. Coins from the 1980s were heavily used, and few people thought to save them in pristine form. That means that truly uncirculated or mint state pieces are now relatively scarce. Coins that show full luster, sharp strike details, and no surface wear are increasingly sought after by collectors specializing in modern Scandinavian coins. Error coins, such as those with off-center strikes, double strikes, or missing mint marks, can be even more valuable, depending on how noticeable the variation is. Some collectors have reported that the 1983 no mint mark pieces, if confirmed genuine, can command a slight premium over regular examples, especially when preserved in exceptional condition. The value of a coin depends on several factors, including condition, rarity, demand, and authenticity. The 1983 Denmark 25 or is no exception. Here's how grading affects its worth: poor to good condition, heavily circulated, coins with worn surfaces, faded details, and scratches generally hold minimal collectible value. These typically sell for only a few cents or equivalent in local currency. Fine to very fine condition, coins that show some detail but still have visible wear might attract casual collectors or beginners. These may be worth around a few tenths of a US dollar, often between 20 to 40 cents, extremely fine to about uncirculated condition. Coins that display strong design details with only slight traces of wear can reach between 50 cents and $1, depending on appearance and market interest. Uncirculated or mint state condition. These are the most desirable examples, showing no signs of circulation, full metallic shine, and crisp details. In 2025, an uncirculated 1983 Denmark 25 or coin could be valued anywhere from $1 to $2, occasionally more if graded and encapsulated by a professional grading service. It's worth noting that the coin's material, copper-nickel, has very little intrinsic metal value, so all of its worth is purely numismatic. Based on collector demand and condition. As of 2025, the market for minor Danish coins has remained stable. While older silver issues and limited commemoratives often see larger price increases, the 25 or series retains a steady collector base due to its historic and aesthetic appeal. Typical circulated examples from 1983 sell for between $0.20 and $0.40, while uncirculated pieces can reach up to $1.00 or slightly higher depending on presentation. In countries where Scandinavian coins are popular with collectors, such as Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, coins in original rolls or mint sets can bring small but consistent premiums. Even though this coin will not make you rich, its charm lies in its history, simplicity, and symbolic value. It represents a tangible piece of Denmark's everyday life during the late 20th century, an era of modernization and design excellence. If you happen to own a 1983 25 or coin, Here are a few tips: inspect the condition carefully, use good lighting and a magnifier to examine the details. Look for coins with minimal wear, bright surfaces, and no corrosion. Store properly. Keep your coins in dry, temperature-stable environments using plastic capsules or coin flips made of non-PVC material. Check for errors or variations. If your coin lacks a mint mark or has unusual features, it could be worth more to error collectors. Get it graded. For coins that appear flawless, consider professional grading from a reputable service. Slabbed coins often sell for higher prices. Follow market trends. Prices can fluctuate slightly based on collector interest, so monitor auction sites or numismatic forums for updates. The 1983 Denmark 25 or coin without mint mark is a small but fascinating piece of Danish numismatic history. Though it may not hold high monetary value, it tells a story of design, tradition, and national identity. Its elegant simplicity, the unique central hole, and its association with Queen Margrethe II make it a favorite among those who appreciate Scandinavian craftsmanship. As of 2025, its typical value ranges between 20 cents and $1, depending on condition and rarity. While it may not be worth a fortune, its historical charm and aesthetic appeal make it a coin worth keeping, especially for collectors who enjoy assembling complete series or documenting the evolution of modern European currency. So, if you ever come across a 1983 Denmark 25 or coin without a mint mark, take a moment to appreciate it. It may be small, but it carries with it a legacy of Danish artistry, monarchy, and monetary history. The 1984 25 or, focusing particularly on the version that appears without a mint mark. We will discuss its history, design, rarity, market value, and what it might be worth in 2025. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, this video will provide a thorough and professional insight into this fascinating piece of Danish currency. The 1984 Denmark 25 or coin is part of the series issued during the reign of Queen Margrethe II. This coin has a face value of 1/4 of a Danish krone, and it was a common denomination used in everyday transactions. Its composition is copper-nickel, giving it a durable metallic surface suitable for circulation, and its weight and diameter make it easy to handle and identify. The coin features the royal monogram on the obverse, a subtle but elegant design that represents the continuity of the Danish monarchy, while the reverse clearly displays its denomination and the country name in a simple yet refined manner. The edge of the coin is smooth, providing a clean finish to the overall design. At the time of its minting, the 25 or coin was a practical piece of currency, used daily by citizens across Denmark. Its mintage for the year 1984 was substantial, indicating that it was intended primarily for circulation rather than as a collector's item. However, as time has passed, the coin has acquired numismatic interest due to its historical context and the fact that it is no longer legal tender. To understand the significance of this coin, it is essential to consider the broader historical and economic context of Denmark in the 1980s. During this period, the 25 or coin was a standard component of the Danish currency system. The kroner was divided into 100 or, making this coin one of the smaller denominations in circulation. It was widely used in daily life for small purchases, transportation, and change, which means that while many of these coins were minted, most experienced significant wear over time. The coin also represents a period in Danish history marked by stability in the monarchy and gradual economic growth. Coins from this era provide a glimpse into the everyday life of Danish citizens, reflecting the practical yet symbolic role of currency in society. With the eventual demonetization of the 25 or in later years, these coins transitioned from functional money to collectible artifacts, increasing their appeal to numismatists and enthusiasts. Focusing on the specific features of the 1984 25 or, the coin's design and production quality are noteworthy. The obverse displays Queen Margrethe II's monogram, which is surrounded by delicate detailing that highlights the elegance of the royal insignia. The reverse is minimalist, with the denomination and country name prominently featured, emphasizing clarity and functionality. The smooth edge and copper-nickel composition ensure that the coin could withstand the rigors of daily use while maintaining its form and appearance over the years. Although the standard coin includes a mint mark indicating its origin, collectors occasionally refer to versions that appear to have no visible mint mark. While these instances are rare and often the result of subtle production differences or errors, they contribute to the intrigue and potential value of certain specimens. A coin with no mint mark may be of particular interest to serious collectors if its authenticity can be confirmed, despite the large mintage. The 1984 25 or is becoming increasingly interesting to collectors. Coins in circulated condition are relatively common, but examples in excellent condition or with unusual characteristics, such as the apparent absence of a mint mark, can attract attention. High-grade coins that have been preserved without scratches, discoloration, or wear are especially desirable, as they are scarce relative to the millions of coins originally minted. Rarity in numismatics is not solely determined by mintage numbers. Condition, unique features, and historical significance all play critical roles in establishing a coin's appeal to collectors. For the 1984 25 or, coins that have been carefully preserved over the decades and retain their original luster can be considered scarce and may command higher prices on the market. When considering the market value of the 1984 25 or coin, several factors must be taken into account. Standard circulated examples generally hold modest value, reflecting their widespread availability. However, coins in uncirculated or near-mint condition are considerably more attractive to collectors, with their value increasing proportionally to the quality of preservation. By 2025, the standard 1984 25 or coin is expected to have a value that is modest but stable, making it an accessible entry point for new collectors. Circulated coins may be valued at around a few dozen cents in US dollars, while uncirculated or near-perfect examples could reach slightly higher prices. Coins with unusual features, including the potential absence of a mint mark, may command a premium if authenticity is verified, offering opportunities for collectors who seek unique or rare specimens. It is important to note that market dynamics for collectible coins are influenced by demand, rarity, and condition. While the 1984 25 or is not considered a high-value coin in the broader numismatic market, its historical significance, visual appeal, and potential variants provide a compelling case for collectors to include it in their collections. Several key factors influence the market value of this coin. Condition is paramount, as coins that exhibit minimal wear and retain their original appearance are always more desirable. Minting errors or unusual variations, including missing or faint mint marks, can significantly enhance value if properly authenticated. Additionally, provenance and historical context contribute to a coin's collectability, particularly for coins from periods or regions of interest to collectors. While the coin's large original mintage suggests widespread availability, the scarcity of well-preserved examples makes high-grade specimens more valuable. Collectors should also consider market trends, the popularity of Danish coins, and the potential for future appreciation when evaluating the coin's worth. For those interested in acquiring or selling the 1984 25 or coin, several practical considerations are important. Careful examination of the coin's surface, edges, and any markings is essential to determine authenticity and condition. Storage and protective holders will help preserve the coin's appearance and prevent damage. Coins that appear unusual, such as those without mint marks, should be authenticated by professionals to verify their rarity and value. Collectors should manage expectations regarding the financial value of this coin. While certain rare variants may command higher prices, most examples are modestly valued. Nonetheless, the coin's historical significance and aesthetic appeal make it a rewarding addition to a collection. In conclusion, the 1984 Denmark 25 or coin is an intriguing piece of numismatic history. It embodies the practical use of currency in everyday life, reflects the Danish monarchy's influence on coinage design, and has become a collectible item since its demonetization. While the standard coin is widely available and modestly valued, examples in exceptional condition or with unusual characteristics, such as a missing mint mark, offer unique opportunities for collectors. By 2025, the coin's market value is expected to remain modest for standard specimens but could rise for high-grade or rare variants. For collectors, understanding the coin's history, design, and condition is essential to appreciate its significance and potential value fully. The 1984 25 or is more than just a small piece of metal, it is a tangible connection to Denmark's monetary history and a fascinating collectible for numismatists around the world. Thank you for watching. If you found this exploration informative and engaging, stay tuned for more videos where we uncover the stories and values behind remarkable coins from around the world.